The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. We must exercise ourselves in the things which bring happiness, since, if that be present, we have everything, and if that be absent, all our actions are directed toward attaining it. Of all the things which wisdom provides to make us entirely happy, much the greatest is the possession of friendship. Not what we have, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. We do not so much need the help of our friends as the confidence of their help in need. The misfortune of the wise is better than the prosperity of the fool. It is better for you to be free of fear lying upon a pallet than to have a golden couch and a rich table and be full of trouble. Natural justice is a symbol or expression of usefulness to prevent one person from harming or being harmed by another. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. The wise man thinks himself more than he is. The fool thinks himself less than he is. The time when most of you should withdraw into yourself is when you are forced to be in a crowd. Pleasure is the beginning and the end of living happily. Let no one be slow to seek wisdom when he is young, nor weary in the search of it when he has grown old. For no age is too early or too late for the health of the soul. The wealth required by nature is limited and is easy to procure, but the wealth required by vain ideals extends to infinity. The greatest good is tranquility of mind. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here, and when it does come, we no longer exist. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. We are born once, and we cannot be born twice, but for all time must be extinguished after a short time. The just man is most free from disturbance, while the unjust is full of the utmost disturbance. The greatest fruit of self-sufficiency is freedom. A wise man can secure his own happiness. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. He who is not satisfied with himself will not be satisfied with anything. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. The harvest of old age is the recollection and abundance of blessings previously secured. We should look for someone to eat and drink with before looking for something to eat and drink. The nobler a person, the less liable he is to suspect others of being ill-natured. We do not so much need the help of our friends as the confidence of their help in need. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. Let us be grateful to the gods if they allow us to keep what we have and not be envious of others. The wise man who has become accustomed to necessities knows better how to share with others than how to take from them. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. We must become accustomed to a modest way of life and avoid luxury. The fool's life is empty of gratitude and full of fear. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. It is better for you to be free of fear lying upon a pallet than to have a golden couch and a rich table and be full of trouble. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us as the confident knowledge that they will help us.